Okay, if you consider yourself an empath, I'm probably going to hurt your feelings with one. Okay, with this one, because we are going to be talking about clairsentience, and you have clairsentience, and they also, it's a little bit of an offshoot. Some people say one thing, some people say another thing, but there is something as far as clear empathy, right? And so I am definitely an empath. I am an empath to the empath, but you've got all these empaths that are like, I'm an empath, and I take on people's energies, and you're mad, so I can't help being mad, and I can't. Right? They take no accountability for their own feelings, for their own environments, right? They just blame, they play the victim, right? And so yes, you might be an empath, but you might have clear empathy versus just being a regular empath, right? And there is a feeling difference there. I don't know how to explain it, but the empath, so with an empath, you walk into the room and you can feel it, right? You can feel whether it's negative energy or the stress of people walk by, they're in a bad mood, you can feel it, right? And you take it on, right? Clear empathy is being able to tap into someone and feel into their feelings, right? Just like clairsentience is feel into their body, right? I'm a medical medium, right? So when somebody has, is going to have a heart attack or has high blood pressure or has, even I didn't want to go into it because it was painful, right? Having somebody else's almost heart attack is not, I don't care how well it pays. That's not something that I'm interested in. I actually have to, like, as a human being that's completely like healthy, and then to take on somebody's energy like that. That's why I have to be very careful on who I live around, right? That's why I have to keep moving, because I'll take on people's energy just like the empath, right? But as a clear empath, I can tap into. So if somebody's on TV or something like that, or I can see if an actor is like a method actor, right? And this also, again, clear, and that's why we're talking about clairsentience, because that is my strongest. So when people are lying to me, it's like, okay, like I just don't even, right? Because I feel it in their body. If somebody hates me, like I can feel their hate. Like it's an actual like feeling, like I feel their feelings right for me. So nobody can tell me whether, oh, I like you, to my face and everything like that. If they feel hate or anything like that. And here's the thing, if they really, really are uncomfortable with me, like if they've got some like actual, like, mislying, like misogyny, bigotry, prejudice, racism, whatever it is, I will actually I'll hear those thoughts, because I don't speak to myself that way. My parents did and everything like that, but I reprogram myself. So if anybody that I know that's around me thinks that way about me, I start picking up on it, right? So my ex-boyfriend, his mom, I actually, right, I'm doing wig reviews and stuff like that. So I came downstairs with the wig on, and immediately I heard the word whore. She hadn't said it out loud, and I was so pissed. I actually sat down and I was like, I'm not, like, I told her, looked her right in the eyes, so she knew that I knew what she had called me, what she was thinking, right? But she's the little old lady in the recliner, right? Like, oh, and then went and told the whole family. At that point, I did not give a crap. She's been doing witchcraft on me, right? Like this just whole white supremacist thing, but that's a whole nother story. So, but clairsentience, right? So I can feel like somebody feels jealousy, right? Like I just mirror that energy. You can't feel something around me. So if somebody feels nervous, right? You can't cheat on me, right? Because in fact, well, I won't even talk about that. I'm just saying that, so if you're clairsentient, right, you might find that when you're around somebody that's sick, that all of a sudden you feel sick, and then you go away from them and you're perfectly fine. Or you go over to your sister's house and you're there for 3 days and you can't understand why you can't get out of bed or something like that. And then when you leave, you're like running around on your bike and stuff like that, right? Some people might have underlying illnesses, you never know. So you really want to start paying attention in journaling, or just voice for journaling, right? There's some people that are so toxic that it actually happened the other day, so toxic enough for me to call my peeps, because my body had such like projectile, right? Like that there's only one type of person in this world that my body has that bad of a reaction around, right? Like that's how sentient I am. So, right, you can't tell me that you're not. I literally, my body picks up on actual predators, right? And so when you have been in a situation where you've been abused or anything like that, you need to understand that more than likely you are sentient, and you need to start looking into that, right?